SNL has been delayed indefinitely amid the writer's strike. The Pete Davidson episode has also been canceled. Fucking over, dude. Yeah, so TV will go into reruns. There are already episodes that were filmed. They will film those episodes. They will put those episodes out. But the rest of television will turn into reruns. As far as I understand, the insiders that I've talked to on the legal side, not on the labor side, the side that is like very upset about this strike, have also been very frustrated because apparently TV streamers were not like in panic mode, trying to basically pick up new contracts with like reality television or anything like that, or no new unscripted TV as well. So I don't even know where the fuck they're going with it. You know what I mean? Some of the shows that were affected in 2007 here. It ruined Heroes, Prison Break, Desperate Housewives. We lost an entire season of The Office and Family Guy. It very nearly killed Lost. Be afraid, kids. Your treasure shows could be slaughtered because wordsmiths are yet again not respected. I mean, I feel like it's like a whack-ass way to cover this, but yeah, let it be known that the WGA proposed regulate use of artificial intelligence on NBA covered projects. AI can't write or rewrite literary material, can't be used as source material, and NBA covered material can't be used to train AI, and the studios rejected the proposal. Of course they did. Yo, can you tell us about your lawsuit with Adin Ross real quick? I can't because now there is functionally no lawsuit against Adin Ross because Adin Ross released the claims against me and against all of the other smaller content creators that they were going off, that he was going off on. He very quickly, I believe, realized that he would recognize that. He would get into legal trouble. Effect of the 2007-2008 Writers Guild of America strike on television. The Amazing Race, increase. Shows with increased number of episodes. The Amazing Race, Big Brother, Good News Week, The Price is Right, Power of 10. The unaffected shows were Jericho, Eureka, because these were all episodes that were completed before the strike happened or had a specific carve-out, or had a contingency plan that was made in the event of a strike. Not going to happen this time. Shows on streaming services don't have as rigid schedules, premieres, and deadlines. This will affect late night shows and stuff that's currently in production that will simply delay everything else, which is causing studios to lose money but won't affect the quality of the shows as much. Yeah, the problem with scripted television is that it's not happening in real time, or it's not being like filmed filmed in through the filmed beyond the deadline, or being written beyond the deadline. So for streamers, it's a little bit different. Also, there's more important matters. No, but this is one aspect of it that is like the consumer side, which is, important for people to understand. All matter of like quote unquote financial damages, or all matter of like consumers getting cucked on the flip side of this happened because the business owners refused to concede to the reasonable demands that these writers were making for 100 days. Don't forget this insane show that the last writer's strike birthed. Oh my God.
Hello, everybody. I'm Steve.
And I'm Lori.
Each of you has just 10 weeks to walk over 500 miles across 9 states.
Oh my God! What?
This really is the epitome of the first day of the rest of your life.
Yep.
First, the elite world athletes take off. Then the weekend warriors take off. And then finally us, the fat people. Simply because if you're a runner in the race, you don't want to be behind a herd of cattle.
1, 2, 3, go!
Ready? Set!
Like, I'll be honest, I do have a stake in this. I do have a dog in this fight. I do love trashy reality television, and I watch it quite frequently. And as you guys know, like, I literally do fucking watch a lot of the 2007 writer strike era reality TV shows. Like, I watched a big chunk of them. So, you know.
I just envision like all these thin, small people are running from the big fat people that are walking behind them.
You can even see how poorly it's constructed down to the small things, edits, intros, story beats, and more, all written by writers. Yeah. I mean, reality TV and unscripted television also has writers, by the way. Like, they're just not categorized in a similar manner to, like, the actual writers of a scripted television show.
Blink your eyes to be done. You be twice the man at half the weight.
Twice the man at half the weight. I like it.
It's like every time I stepped, I was just like, goodbye, fat girl. Goodbye.
Yes, the most popular show on TV during the strike was American Idol, a reality show, but it was the most popular show in the years before and after the strike too. It was a juggernaut hit. Same with Dancing with the Stars, Bachelor, etc. Also, writers work on reality shows and should be compensated fairly for their work. Please don't forget this. The networks tried a lot of things to win over viewers while the writers were on strike. Most of the shows were unscripted, and the vast majority of them vanished without a trace. Exactly. Only Fox's game show, The Moment of Truth, was even barely a hit. I'm betting you've never even heard of it. See, this is what I mean. It blew the fuck up. It blew the fuck up because they were desperately trying to fill airtime because they were like, oh, fuck, we've lost all of our hit TV shows. Problem is, with corporate consolidation in the streamer space, you already don't have a lot of great new IP that's like getting people to sign up, getting people to be on board. You're just doing IP ping pong, back and forth. Just pre-existing IP that you're like selling and reselling, and you know your contracts end, and then they move on to a different streamer, and that's kind of what you're doing at this moment. There is not a lot of like great new IP that's like groundbreaking, with the exception of like I would say HBO. You know what I mean? Every now and then there's a good show on Apple Plus. Severance was one of them. Every now and then you have a good show on HBO. Netflix, I can't even speak on for the most part. I feel like Netflix hasn't done anything. Like, what the fuck has Netflix done that's good? Amazon has some good shows as well. Can't believe I'm saying that. I know. Big Daddy Jeff Bezos, but The Boys is good. Everyone's saying Beef. Oh, God. I know. Beef. It's so good. I know. It got a lot of critical acclaim. Sometimes people tell me certain shows are popping, and I'm like, are you forced to say this at gunpoint? Like, I don't get it. I did. I watched like 3 episodes, and it was so depressing. It was so incredibly depressing. Beef and the Diplomat, can't stand them. Yeah, Diplomat is like basic. It's like typical regular Jason Bourne TV show, I assume. I haven't even seen it. Have you seen Succession? Yes, I love Succession. Anyway. By the way, for everybody to understand, I need everyone to understand something. Me not liking a show doesn't mean that like those writers shouldn't get paid a larger percentage of the profits that they're generating, okay? Like, I will ride for the writers of Beef all day fucking every day. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean, just because I think it's not for me doesn't fucking mean that it's, that those writers should be getting paid less. You know what I mean? So I just need you to understand that. I want everyone here to understand that. That's why I say it's not about like my own qualitative assessment. It's not about your own personal feelings about a particular show. It's about what those people are generating in terms of value and what they're getting back in terms of value from the profits that they are generating for other people. That is at the heart of this conversation.
Bye. You're gone.
Are we at least at a mile right now? So I would have time somewhere to make a stop, just to sit down for a second.
Let's walk at least another 30 minutes before we even talk about that kind of stuff.
Tired of this. Being outside, walking.
Blue sky.
I don't want to walk anymore. That's it.
When you have somebody that has a bad attitude or puts themselves before the team, they infect somebody with I quit, I can't, and I don't care.
Nice pace, guys.
Good job, Will.
That's awesome.
Hey, don't slow down now. Keep walking. Don't slow down.
I'm gonna get you!
Chantel is in her own little world. I'm gonna get there first. Everybody watch out.
On your left! This side! Yeah, that means I'm in front of you!
Look at it.
I was going really, really fast. Realized I've never been on a bike that didn't have handbrakes.
Where did she go? Today we're gonna really give you a mental check, okay? So you guys gotta stay in this thing. Today we're gonna do 15 miles, a lot of big terrain, and we're gonna do it in 5 hours.
What?
So we are gonna
3 people had to be removed from the show for medical reasons. Yeah, that's not surprising to me.
ramp it up.
Were you on the show? No, your mom was. And she was actually walking 900 miles to come suck my dick, actually. And she said it was worth it. Fucking triple blammo. Got him, cumstered and dumpstered, just like your mom. Consensually, of course.
Man, I can't remember the last time I sweat this much.
I've been walking forever.
This is the hardest thing I've ever done.
I'm sore everywhere.
I'm afraid if I sit down, I won't be able to get up.
It's just like I keep thinking like I'm gonna quit, and I know I'm not gonna quit.
Hell no, you're not gonna quit.
know.
It's a big joke, dude. You're not gonna quit.
My knee's killing me, and I'm expecting more.
This walk is starting to take its toll on everybody. Even people as tough as Sam and Matt are starting to struggle.
Struggle. Struggle's the best word.
I need this to end. I've been walking forever.
We're catching up today, Sam.
Heck yeah.
We're gonna catch up today. So who can say they walked from Boston to D.C.?
Oh my God, I see a city. I see cars, I see street lights. That means goodbye, trees. And hello, D.C.
How do you guys feel now that you're finally here?
I mean, we've walked literally from Boston to D.C., and it's finally kind of solidifying in me, and I just feel amazing.
Finally. Guys, I'm gonna run up ahead.
Okay.
Love you, Steve.
I love you guys too.
Guess what? We're
Definitely
winners.
be there.
We're coming. We're
Be
coming.
there.
We are so freaking close, I can feel it.
I absolutely cannot wait to greet the marchers as they come across the finish line in D.C. They have worked so tremendously hard for this, and they deserve it.
Holy cow.
I love Lori and Steve, and I will miss them.
Thank you so much.
You guys have all walked 575 miles to this point.
Congratulations, you're $40,000 richer.
You just gotta get up off your big butt and walk. Just watch what you eat. It's not brain surgery.
It really comes down to getting up, getting
Wow.
out, and doing something. Once you look at yourself in the mirror and say, you know what, I'm tired of really hurting myself and defeating my future. And once you do that, just know that you can do anything.
You can do anything you set your mind to. You can do anything.
Believe in yourself, and it can be done.
There's no magic to weight loss. There's no magic to becoming that person you want to become. You just begin to believe in yourself. And as you start to accomplish small goals, like small walks, 5-mile walks, 10-mile walks, pretty soon
This
you can
is
walk
not
a
a
whole
small
marathon
walk,
where,
man. What
where
the
you couldn't
fuck?
even walk a mile before.
1, 2, 3, 5
My man said, you know, small goals like a
You need to know
5-mile
back
walk.
is the
Oh, okay.
outfit that you wore to the very first weigh-in when we saw you back in the Boston Pier.
Oh my God!
Oh my God. Oh, there's a show. There's a floor show. Woo! Yeah, these
Oh my! Oh!
look great.
You know, it's definitely been worth it. And even though these pants are way too big, I'm a sexy beast.
I support my writers, but we have a lot of staff and crew that will be affected by this, you know, but, you know, they got to get a fair deal.
And it could mean that all of your favorite television shows will go away. This could be your last look at me and Paul.
Goodbye. 2 months off the air. People want to know what I've been doing. The truth is, for the past 2 months, this is true, I've been in my office with my production staff. We've pretty much been camped out.
The writers are still on strike, but we've got a special pass here at the show. It's the TV equivalent of diplomatic immunity. I know and I realise that some writers may be upset because they think I'm making fun of the strike. But if you're a writer and you can't recognise irony...
Susie, are you ready to time this? We're going for 41 seconds. If we do it, this will be television history. That's a good spin. That's a good spin. Oh, yeah. Oh!
Did we settle our dispute? I don't know. Depends on how long the strike goes. I'll tell you one thing that we did do together. Conan O'Brien, Stephen Colbert, and Jon Stewart put on television.
I mean, it sucked ass. That's the point. It's better if they don't do it. But the difference is they're not protected under similar conditions. Expressing solidarity in that regard. As I don't know what the exact details are of their contracts, but expressing solidarity and not showing up to work would put them under an even greater threat than the writers who are understandably striking, because at least they have like some level of protection from engaging in organized action. You would be putting yourself out there in a disorganized way, meaning you would just simply be doing it without any kind of without any kind of fucking contracts that you are choosing to, or without any kind of contracts that you are choosing to actually advance. You would just be violating your pre-existing contract, and therefore you just be like absolutely fucking, absolutely get owned. I mean, you would get fucking fired for no reason. So I guess like that's part of the reason why. What about the hosts who are WGA members? Well, they're not. When they're a TV show host, when you are a TV show host, you are not acting as a writer. You're acting in the capacity as a host.